July the 1st edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Let's take a look at a couple of web cameras around the state of North Carolina this morning. What a great sunrise is getting underway there along the Outer Banks. That's the Avalon Pier web camera there at Kill Devil Hills. Beach Mountain Parkway cam, courtesy of our friends at resortcams.com on the right. Temperature there at Beach Mountain. Well, actually, that temperature sensor offline at the moment, but at Kill Devil Hills there in the Outer Banks, it is 76 degrees. There were your highs across the southeast yesterday. Across North Carolina, temperatures held down a little bit due to fairly extensive cloud cover as we went through yesterday. It's still 93 in Columbia, though, and 92 in Fayetteville. There's your Triad area high temperatures, mainly low to mid 80s. The Charlotte area, a little bit warmer, mid, and a couple of upper 80s on the board for our Thursday, final day of June. Yesterday, all right, let's take a look at the temperatures this morning. Again, 5 o'clock hour as normal when I cut the video. 60s and 70s out there. Dew point temperatures, they are up there as well. Pretty close to our actual air temperature, so it is a muggy morning once again. Now, as we went through last night, had some big thunderstorms rumble through. Really for a lot of the day across North Carolina, not a whole lot going on. But as you got into the evening and the overnight hours, you had this pretty good complex of storms lift up through the foothills and into parts of the Triad viewing area. Some of those storms quite intense during the midnight, 1 and 2 o'clock hours. You had some severe weather in parts of the Triad viewing area as well as we went through the overnight hours. Severe thunderstorm warnings required in a couple spots. And some wind damage reports have begun to come in. I'll show you those from the Triad viewing area. Southeastern parts of Stokes County around Walnut Grove during the 1 o'clock hour had some tree damage. And I'll pan this a little bit eastward, and we'll take a look here at the wind damage reports that have come in from parts of Rockingham County. This report right here. Get the computer to cooperate with me. There we go. During 2 o'clock hour, Wentworth Community, tree down. Also up close to Eden during the overnight hours. That's 1:53 o'clock. 1:53 o'clock. There you go. 1:53 a.m. Large tree down there with those overnight thunderstorms. You also had some flash flooding. Flash flood warning required in Forsyth County, and there's your rain totals with that overnight activity too, and even a couple of bullseyes over 3 inches here and there. Now this morning, as I got the video, still some showers in the foothill areas, but everything gradually settling down. There's the view across the Carolinas as a whole. Really, I think the zone right about here, let's see if I can get this to draw here, right about in this region, that's going to be the more favored zone for showers and thunderstorms here today, as that most favored area moves a little bit further to the east. A lot of activity near and offshore. In fact, as you start this early Friday morning, it is a pretty rough morning down around Charleston. Some pretty big thunderstorms down in that part of the region this morning. All right, here's the deal today. Not a lot of interior Carolina, at least interior North Carolina storms. You notice, though, in South Carolina and then eastern North Carolina on the high-resolution modeling, you see those storms firing later today. As I mentioned yesterday, I think the best chance for showers and storms today will be south and east of Interstate 85. Highs today, a little warmer than yesterday, looking like that. Now, as we get into tomorrow, I still expect it to be a favorable setup for a good coverage of scattered thunderstorms. In fact, enough dynamics around that a little bit of a better chance for some severe weather tomorrow. That's your slight risk designation for parts of the region. That just means maybe a little better coverage of severe thunderstorm activity than what we've seen the past couple of days. There's your Saturday highs across the region. So be aware of that. A lot of outdoor activities, of course, this weekend. With it being the holiday weekend, just be aware that could be some pretty intense storms rumbling around at times. And the unsettled weather sticks around through the rest of the holiday weekend. There's Sunday. Good coverage of some scattered storms, highs looking like that. And then for the 4th of July on Monday, that frontal boundary still moving around the region. Same deal on Tuesday. So I think pretty good chances for some showers and storms continuing on through the 4th of July and the 5th of July as well as you get into next week. Tropical update time. It is quiet through the Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean Sea, and Atlantic Ocean. No sign of any developing trouble out there in the Atlantic Basin. If you are beach bound for the holiday weekend, forecast looks like that. Not a washout, but there will be scattered storms at times. Same deal for the mountains. If you are headed up that way, not a washout, but a good coverage of scattered thunderstorms from time to time. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful holiday weekend. Stay safe, and God bless.